Yeah, I'm Sowseed, you know what I mean? An upcoming artist just the same way. Yeah. So I just have to just voice these things because over the years, I observe a lot of things going on and I see things getting worse in Jamaica. And if we don't stand up right now, we're going right back to slavery. So, Mr. Holness, as I said before, if you love the people them, you have to care for the people them. Be there for the people them. Find ways and means how to help the people them. You know what I mean? Because if you want to reach there to gain success and for the people them to love you, you have to help out the poorer class. The rich already rich and the pinnacle already, you know. And if the rich is up there and looking down on the poor and them not stretch a hand to lift up the poor, how is it that the poor gonna reach up? The poor gonna do what it needs, whatever measures it takes to rise to reach at the top. And Mr. Oles, put yourself in a poor man's space. Who have family to feed, who have rent to pay, who have bills to pay, who have a lot of problem and can't find a way out. What would you do? You know what I mean? What would you do? Put yourself in the poorer class place. Where, as me as an entertainer right now, want to bust in the music, and it's hard for me to do that. When you just try start out in life, it's a very, very, very hardest thing to do, or to reach, and to find someone who gonna help you up. If someone even gonna help you, you have to go through a lot of burden, a lot of push down, a lot of rejection. You can't even speak something if they might treat you one kind of way. You know what I mean? You have to hold it because you want success, so you must see a good your nose have to run and all these type of things. Nobody have the heart if you say, boy, okay, Jano, the youth they talented or the youth they are good youth and he want to try, maybe just bust him. No, nobody not do that. Because people they bust you because they might look out to see how you go react or how you go behave. So that means it's a form of beneficial bust they might try to give you. They not do it because it need to be done. No, they might do it because they might look back something out of it. You know what I mean? Seeing? Yeah. You know? So we need some betterments to go on right now. You know what I mean? And basically even what going on with the girl we did, me not too know much about the story same way, but as I say, the man, them of the country or of the world is the head. But most of the man them have more feminine nature inside of them body because they born from their mother and they have more their mother nature in them. Because if the woman is a weaker vessel, then that's why them weak and do those negative type of thing. But condolences goes out to the girl, you know what I mean? And for all of the women, they may get raped and things same way. Them have lost all the faith. Sometimes that is just your journey still. You know what I mean? Even Tanya Stevens, I was listening to her video this morning and I can feel the pain. And imagine what it feels like, you know what I mean, to be abused, So when we say imagine to abuse, like you have to just feel the next person pain. That's what life is all about. If you can't feel the next person pain, then that means you don't have no love in your heart. Your heart cold and wicked. You see me I say? Yeah, so anybody who don't feel the next person pain, that means they have a cold hearted. Because if you as a man know what hunger feel like, and you see a man drop down for hunger, that means you should feel that pain because you already know what it been like. So, as me say, I was thinking to myself this morning, and I say, if the Prime Minister can run the country, and he's not a state where he know about sufferation, or know about hungry days and them type of thing, that him could never monitor the poor. It takes somebody who is coming from the poor line to know about poor people. So them can do the necessary things for the poor people. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, Mr. Oldness, you come from a rich line, which I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I was trying to read up on it still, but I don't reach that part as yet. But if you do come from the poorer class and come to be successful, so as a man, you should look out for the poor. You should look out for the poor because you know what it feels like to be a poor person. You know what it feels like to be hungry. You know what it feels like to go without shoes, to go without a decent suit. You know what I mean? Go to school without books and all these type of things. So people who been through that channel, those are the type of people who is good enough to run the country for the poor class because the rich are already there already. All they're doing for the rich is just set ways and measures that mean them can invest and all this type of thing. But the poor is what gonna do the work. When the workman them do the work on the road, and no rich man out there they do it. The rich man them out there them in a them big vehicle and they wind up in a them glass and they have one helmet and them type of thing there. And then the instruction. Saying, well, we understand that for them role, them set themselves and get that. But what about the man them or the girl them who in a country who can set themselves to be successful in a life? Because them background where them a come from poor. Where me a come from a board house with zinc door upon it. A lace we use and tie the door. You see me I say? Me used to eat the bread where the rat bite, me cut off the rat bite and eat the bread. And instead of the sugar, and me still mix my tea. You know what I mean? Chicken back what we know that's ghetto steaks. You know what I mean? We have to fry the fat for oil and then we still turn on and eat the fat with bread and ketchup. Tin mackerel and them type of thing, the ghetto style. You know what I mean? Butter and bread, butter and flour and them type of thing there. So if you not come from this, so you're not going to care about the people them who they there. So. And having the persons or having people in bondage, seeing, can't give you the success that you're looking out of the people and for the people them to follow you. Because you as a prime minister, I know, which I already see it even with the pastor and some people who send out some videos, you know what I mean, with some type of manner towards you as a man who are in society. You know what I mean, you're going to use the powers against them. So, me not come with no ignorance, even though we hurt, but soft and turn it away right. And if you have a man, if you're a man we have a heart, all of the saying what the people must say, you know, say some of them are true and some of them may touch your heart, but if it really touch you, you need to just come out to yourself and just make things happen and do it and be a better man so the people can truly love you and appreciate you. See? If you can hear the song in the background, tired of the poor life. There's a lot of people right now tired of the poor life. You know what I mean? Poor life causes too much misery. You know what I mean? Poor life don't come to set us free. You know what I mean? So stand up on your foot as a man and be a true father, just as though you're the one maintain the youth them just the same way and make sure everything come good and then go to good school and then eat good food and have decent house and lifestyle. Do it for everybody in the country. You know what I mean? That means that if Mr. Olness should have passed away, then the world will talk about and say Mr. Olness is one of the best prime minister who was there for the poor people. Don't let them come and say Mr. Olness is the worst prime minister, which me hear for enough video. You know what I mean? So just do the right thing, you know, Mr. Olness, you know what I mean, and make things more better for the country. Then Jamaica could be the place where we change the world. Because it just takes one person to start it. There can be a change. But it's just the right measures that we're going to use. You know what I mean? Me need to worry about who like when I say and who not go like when I say. I don't really depend on that. It's all up to you or them to like or to do what they want to do. So if you want better, you have to start from somewhere. You need to hear the voice of the poor. You know what I mean? And I hope this video make a difference too. And this person who is talking make a difference. Because we need better. Jamaica is paradise, but we have too much violence and we have too much poverty. And Jamaica have a said like a motto that said, Jamaica no problem, but yet still we have the most problem. Jamaica one love, but yet still we have so much violence. You know what I mean? So in order for us to maintain that two character that we impose there, we have to set the thing in the right formation. Put the right person them in the right place. As Queen Ifrica come have a song where she say too much wrong people in the right place and too much right people in the wrong place. You know what I mean? You need to set some laws where discrimination against certain things is a charge. And maintain it. That could even your brother or your sister or your wife discriminate that she forget charged. Or them forget charged. You know what I mean? Because people looking down on people. You know, if them not like them because of how they look. Looks have nothing to do with nothing. You know, it's all about you doing your ways and your character and personality. That's the whole key of life. You know what I mean? And in order for the children them to grow up and be better children or better person, them have to grow under certain condition. You know what I mean? So certain things that need to be changed need to be shampooed. You know what I mean? You know? So we can get to have a better country. You know what I mean? Work with the people and let the people work with you. You know, one time I was on the beach and when I see a barrage of soldier come, everybody run out of the water. Scared. You know, then me hear two of the soldiers them attack and I say, boy, they leave it against the law and the people them. It's not right. You know, the people them fear the law. If you are here to serve and protect, there's no way we should fear you. We can't talk when time we in a certain position if the police come up at we or soldier come up at we. You know what I mean? We don't have no talk. We have to keep silent, gun point on you because they don't trust you. They don't know if you are going. There should not be like that. You know what I mean? It should not be like that. You know what I mean? Not because a person doesn't have material thing, that doesn't mean that it doesn't count. You know, love is the ultimate. Love is the ultimate. And once you go against the ultimate thing, we're gonna get a problem. The culture of Jamaica is Rastafari, and if you don't try to brace it or embrace it as that, and you're trying to take it away from its roots, then you're going to get a problem. You know what I mean? Then you're going to get a problem. Jamaica, they on the map. You know, Rastafari, they on the map just the same way. You know what I mean? Even right around the world, we all see it, we all hear it. You know what I mean? Some of us feel it, as Garnick still tell you, and we turn a blind eye to it. See? So if we don't go back to the roots, then we go and have problem. You know? Farming. That's the culture of Rastafari. Farming. So we need to farm up this country, all the farmers them from St. Elizabeth and from all around the country. You know what I mean? Farming. Farm up the weed. Orange the same way. You know, that's one of the key places. You know what I mean? And them have it. So, invest in them, Mr. Holness. Invest in them. Business. Yeah, they do. Your Prime Minister, you do anything where you want to do. You know what I mean? Invest in them. Supply them with things. You know what I mean? When they farm up with things, you get buyer for them. Because you're the Prime Minister, you can call over America, you can call over England, you can call anywhere, Canada, anywhere, and say, alright, you know, we have certain amount of weed and thing and and you ship off weed and sell weed and make money, and so the poor people can make money. When the man they make a barrage of money, him can go to and take care of a couple youth in a film circle just the same way, and he can build up in place, and the youth them can eat good food, and the youth them can go a good school. So somebody else helps somebody. The Almighty doesn't make you fortunate for you to not help the less fortunate. He make you fortunate so you can help the less fortunate. He may tell yourself you help the fortunate because them already fortunate. So when you become fortunate, you help the less fortunate. And if everybody who fortunate when they help the less fortunate in the country or around the world, it would be a better place. But some people want to have it and you not to have it, and they want to boast and brag upon you. When a poor man over here so sit down and look on a rich man over there, so have how much food, a waste, a spoil, a chogy dog and all these type of things, and him over here so can't find a meal, who are going to come in a fee mine? Tell me, what go becomes of him when you look at that and you say, John, no, not even one plate of the food, he even half for him a cup of drinks or one plate of food, him throw it and give dog. You know what I mean? Not saying it's right for him to want pre-negative things, but just look at the situation. If the rich help the poor, the country would be a better place, the world would be a better place. We need to start to look out for each other. Poor man is a baby unto a rich man. That is how you treat a baby? By ignoring their problem. The baby a ball because the baby hungry. The baby a ball because the baby diaper want change. The baby a ball because the baby feel some pain and you're not attending to the baby. And when you see the tears crying out of the eyes of the poor, there's no solution, there's nothing changed, there's no way to set things better. What could be the result of that if the heart is not tough and cold and close up? You know what I mean? So Mr. Holness, I would love you to look into this. If you ever get this video, I would like you to listen to this video and look into some of the thoughts them that make. I'm not expecting everything that's said in there should be accepted by you or should touch your feelings, but I hope something in this video touch your feelings and touch the people of Parliament and the people of Jamaica and the people of the world, because nothing at all can work around here if I don't love the share. It can't work. Love a unity, love a togetherness, love a peace. You know what I mean? And man and a whole in a Jamaica and man and a whole around the world, if them not get back the power in the kingdom, the house not go run properly. You need to put a law like a law that said man to maintain them role in the house as a man, and a law that said woman to play their role in the house. And don't try to deprive a man, because woman try and deprive a man because them have body. You know what I mean? And because of them vagina, them use that to manipulate man. And some man is very, very weak to vagina. That's why some man kill woman. because them weak to vagina. So vagina control them head. All them thinking that them brain for them say a woman just a sexual intercourse. And it leads us in darkness. It causes us so many problems in this world. You know what I mean? The forbidden fruit. You know what I mean? So, I know every man who in the frame of a man is a man. None of them are feminine gender, but people doesn't know about the chemistry of life, and then doesn't know about the characteristics of life, nor certain personalities of life. Being a man in the form of a man doesn't literally mean you're a man. You can be the form of a man, but spiritually, you're a female. You can be in the form of a woman, but spiritually, you're a man by character and by personality. People need to get that. I would like to have a talk with them, Mr. Holness, because I want to show you some reality of life and what causes life to be what it is. If you recognize it and don't advertise it, or if you recognize it and you jeopardize it. You know what I mean? So, there's two natures we as people carry. And it's the nature of a lion, as you can see, and the nature of a snake. That's the two nature man carry. You know what I mean? Woman only carry a singular nature. We are plural. You know what I mean? And the snake is creepy and treacherous and tricky. That's a woman's job. You know what I mean? But most men more use the snake mostly than how them be bold as a lion, outspoken. Lion is a leader. Lion is the front of the line. You know what I mean? You're outspoken to lead. You know what I mean? So that is how things really set in life. So yeah, that is the determination of the nature and why people act like how they act. The Bible tells us that Adam and Eve, if Adam and Eve were together, then the woman would never get deceived. But when women are by themselves, because they are the weaker vessel, their brain kinky. You know what I mean? They're out of focus. So they're easily manipulated. Once they can tell them the things that they want to hear, because once a man can fill a woman's belly, then he can undress her. You know what I mean? That's the whole nature of life. You know? So we need to come start from the top in order for us to clean the base. You know what I mean? Yeah, trust me. So I hope the world, I will not say the world, but Jamaica, I've got to start from here. Because Jamaica is a precious place. Jamaica is the reaping ground for the Almighty. We are the chosen set of people for the Almighty. Me no matter who no one say God is, Mr. Selassie. See it there, red, green and gold. The lion, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. The crown king. So anybody who say them a praise Selassie and praise Rastafari, and them not try look out for people, and them not try help them brother or help out them sister, because love don't carry a color, you know. Whether black, white or Chinese or Indian, all are we are one people, because the 5 finger, big finger the first one, you can find yourself 4 times in the other rest of nation, in a black, in a white, in a Chinese or Indian. So all finger, it doesn't matter the size, shape nor form. So we are all one people. See me I say? But if we're not living in accordance, there's no way the light going to shine and the manifestation going to come true and things going to happen for us to be a better nation. Let us live by our name and not by our fame. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, no problem. Let us live by that. Get rid of our problem. And in order for us to get rid of problem, we have to solve our problem. Doing the right thing. It doesn't make you be a boy, Mr. Holness, to do the right thing to solve the problem of Jamaica. The poorer class of people need help. And if you help them, then the problem solved. And then they will got your back. They will defend you. They will war for you. They will fight for you. They will turn up with you. That's how poor people stay. Once you do, because in the community, you know, you see, just notice when you come around, when a voting time and you can give them a little thing, they run and them come vote you, because they put them trust in you. So if we put trust in you and then you fail with, that means say you're trickery. See? So tell me if you're playing the role of the lion, Mr. Holness, or you're playing the role of the serpent that's being creepy against us. You know what I mean? Because all of fame and all these type of things, life is not all about material things. You know what I mean? And if you truly love the people and not hide it in your heart, let it out. The Bible says open rebuke is better than hidden love. So when the people them come out and voice their opinion, they're more loving to you more than anything else, more than telling a lie. To all those people who lied to us over the years. You know what I mean? I see Bojo Bantan come and talk and Bojo request things and get turned down. You know what I mean? Sprague Benz come and talk, Beanie Man come and talk, Caesar come and talk, Tanya Stevens come and talk, and all of who come and talk. Every entertainer to come out and talk. See me I say? Because the entertainer is the voice of the poor people or the voice of the ghetto because them have come from the ghetto. Them know what sufferation is all about. So them need to come and be more unified in the industry. If Movado help a youth they rise up and help a next youth. If Jack Ure help a youth, the youth they rise up and help a next youth. If Caesar help a youth, the youth they rise up and help a next youth. If Bunty rise a youth, the youth they rise up and just like as a soy go on and on. Vice Cartel they do the same way too. You know what I mean? And even based on the cartel side, my sister cartel get a lot of fights still. You know what I mean? Because if a man get locked up in a jail and then when you check it out, not even bail him no get. Whether I'm convicted of the crime or innocent or not innocent or not. You know what I mean? The system fight him. Because people doesn't like when you're being truthful. Many women doesn't like a man that see our problem and our fault them and talk about it. That means that she wants us to be silent. And because the power of the forbidden fruit is so powerful, it keeps enough man mouth silent. You know what I mean? Enough man don't want to talk because they don't want to talk and the woman nobody give them the body. You know what I mean? So that's why me even have a poem I write about the forbidden fruit too, but I wouldn't read it this one now. You know what I mean? But it causes a lot of problem in the world. And some man can resist, some man can hold their own. That's why them get out of control and hallucinate. You know what I mean? Yeah. Until them put themselves in a trouble. Because they not grow with certain morals. You know, in a Galatians I think a 5 verse 2, it tell about the fruit of the spirit, and the last thing it said is self-control. Just like you're playing football, no care how hard a man pass a ball to you, you have to learn to control. So if a man attack to a woman and me know say body may get heated and that's the thing and have a sexual desire, you still have to learn to control because you don't want to do the wrong thing. You can put yourself in a trouble. But because enough man make the vagina control them brain, make them strain, so they get weak in their vein. And then they tarnish their name. You see me I say? So, Mr. Prime Minister, enough respect to you, and to the people of Jamaica, same way I love where I deal with, and to the music industry. And I hope this video make a lot of sense, you know what I mean? And would like to hear from you still, you know? So, you will hear, you can get information to what you need. Remember, you're the boss of the country. And stand up and run the country, my boss. And one next thing I would want to address again. Jamaica are say black people and all. This thing kind of stigmatized in a way where many of these people don't even love Jamaica neither. You know, so them trying all them best to try to control us in a many kind of way. Them lie to us and all this type of thing. We have to be careful of what we take from people. You don't come like you use an enemy for they give you food to eat. Or they buy food from an enemy when they like you. That's straight poison. You know what I mean? We have to know these things. So no matter what position we find ourselves in, we have to be careful who we try to make link with and contact with. You know what I mean? So let's do the right thing, Mr. Oldness. You know what I mean? And make it better for the country and the people. And then we can use it and export it. Because when other countries see how Jamaican living and all this type of thing, then I know more love and thing, and more tourists want to come to Jamaica because crime rate cut down. But as long as you have poverty, crime rate can't stop. And fighting crime can't use violence fight crime. Because the Bible says a soft answer turns away wrath. And if bull force coming at people out the road, when the force or the law come against the people, them or come against some innocent youth out the road or some youth where not to get no trouble and thing. What you feel going to happen to when them and they look a friend and companions and community people them have a local issue, then go take out the anger upon them. And there's going to be more blood. You know what I mean? And the police now going to come solve problem. You know what I mean? So, set the different measures where people can more loving with each other. You know what I mean? And have a better relationship in the country. Where we could have take up on my phone right now as a simple look get to youth and call the Prime Minister and say, "Morning, Mr. Holness, and you know what I mean, have a dialect with you just the same way." Seeing because what? It doesn't matter. A man is just a man. There's no way different from me because you're a Prime Minister, you sit up in a big seat. I'm a man just the same way. You know what I mean? I just to get educated and step forward to play that role. You know what I mean? So as a man in society in a high caliber, you know, look out for the poorer class. Just take it from a simple look get to youth. Yeah, simple look get to youth with no ignorance back at it. You know what I mean? Just a one-on-one, just like my raised with a father. You know what I mean? We are brother just the same way. You know what I mean? We are friends same way because we are one people. And if I love you, I deal with you can't hate nobody. You can't hate the ways of people, but you can't hate nobody if you say I deal with love. So, as me say, just look out for the poorer class of people. Because that's the change of the country. If you want things to change.